Coming up on the Roar Report, Lindenwood's football team took on the Charleston Southern Buccaneers.
Later, we're joined by Lindenwood hockey's longest tenured player and alternate captain Aiden Yakimchuk.
And there's a full slate on tap for the Lions this weekend. We will preview the top matchups. Welcome to the Roar Report. I'm Michael Wagenknecht.
And I'm Justice Odom.
The Lindenwood football team took to the field on Saturday against Charleston Southern, looking to bounce back from blowing a second-half lead against Tennessee State. Both teams have struggled offensively this season, but their defenses have kept them in games all season long. That would prove to be the case in this one. Let's get to the highlights. With the Lions up 3-0 in the first quarter, Jalen Wesley would get the defense going, picking off the deflected pass from Bucs quarterback Rob McCoy to put the Lions back into scoring position. Cortez Jones would stretch across the goal line to add to the Lions' lead, making it 10-0. The Buccaneers switched to a ground attack on their next possession as Altavius Ison, who set the Bucs record for rushing yards in a game last week, would scamper for a big gain, putting the Bucs in the red zone. But the Lions' defense would hold firm on 4th and goal, stuffing the rush by McCoy and getting the turnover on downs. With the offense stalling again, it was up to the defense to make a play, and that they did, creating a turnover on the fumble by Tyson Greenwade. Logan Seibert would knock in his second field goal off the turnover. We'll see more from Logan shortly. On the next Lions offensive possession, Jones would rush to the right side with his eyes set on the end zone, but step out at the 1-yard line. He'd get the rock right back and punch it in for his second touchdown of the game. The Lions were up 20-0 at that point and were looking for more as the half wound down, but a pick six by Trayson Fowler gets the Bucs on the board. The pick was Fowler's first of the season. 14 seconds later, Nate Glantz would scramble to his right and gain the 40-yard line before being stripped of the ball. Jacoby North scoops it up, and he'll outrace Jeff Caldwell to the end zone, cutting the Lions' lead to 6 at the half. It was 20-14. The Lions' defense continued their strong game to start the second half as Jaden Patrick would step in front of the McCoy pass for the second interception of the day. McCoy not too happy with himself there. This would lead to another Seibert field goal, and he was not done there, knocking down 2 more to set the Lions' single-game record for field goals in a game. The Bucs had 1 more chance to score points, but as you'll see here, McCoy would fumble on the pass attempt, and it would be Kobe McClendon who would scoop it up to seal the win. The Lindenwood offense did almost everything right, doubling up the Bucs in almost every offensive category, but still struggled to find the end zone. Seibert did pick them up with his 5 field goals, which earned him the OVC Special Teams Player of the Week award for the second time this season. The victory moves the Lions to 2-1 in the Big South OVC, and they look to make it 3-1 when they head to Gardner-Webb on Saturday.
Lindenwood men's soccer welcomed OVC rival SIUE to Hunter Stadium on Thursday, looking to avenge a 2-0 loss to the Cougars on September 28th. Starting off, SIUE had a chance early to kick off the scoring, but Jermaine Mentor saved the Lions from an early deficit. Jordan Matthews gets past the defense for a chance to score, but came up short. SIUE gets a great pass ahead and goes right past the goal to keep the score 0-0. A good pass leads to a good shot by Onawange, but the keeper was able to stop it. In the second half, Christos Philippou comes out with a shot on the net that is stopped by the goalie off of a deflection. Smith was able to get a shot off before being stopped by the SIUE Cougars. Wright saves a goal with a clearance off the line. A late foul in the box gave the Cougars a chance to score from a penalty kick to put them ahead. Shortly after, the Cougars succeeded with another goal to seal the deal. Solomon Onawange, number 9, and Parker Smith, number 13, helped lead their squad with 3 shots apiece. Back at Hunter Stadium, the Lions come out with a fire lit under them after a tough loss. The Leathernecks of Western Illinois University marched into St. Charles, looking to hand the Lions their second loss. Ethan Blake had a different idea with 4 shots and the lone goal to seal the 1-0 win for the Lions. On a mission for first place, the OVC Lady Lions showed up Friday after a clean sweep Thursday night at Highland Arena. Nia Wilson picked up 2 of her 12 kills early on. Later on, the team had a good rally that ended in the Lions' favor with Ashley Gillock getting the kill. Wilson ended the first set with a serve that could not be returned, resulting in a win for the first set. The second set was all defense for the Lions. Autumn Backs leads with 13 kills in the third. Tech tried to hang around, but Nia Wilson was too hot to handle, sealing the deal with the final kill. Tennessee Tech fought hard, but was no match for our Lions, winning the first set 25-22. The second set 25-20, and our final set being 25-17.
Lindenwood men's hockey shocked the college world last weekend as it picked up its biggest signature win in their 2+ years at the Division I level. The Lions traveled to Madison, Wisconsin to face off against the number 9 ranked Badgers and pulled off a stunner on Friday night. On a Lions power play just over midway through the first period, John Evans would saucer a pass to Jaden Mercier in the slot, who fired it past Tommy Scarfoni for the 1-0 lead. The Badgers would answer back just 4 minutes later as they also connected on the man advantage as Gavin Morrissey jammed the puck past the Lions keeper. The goal was the freshman's first collegiate goal, and the team celebrated accordingly. Late in the first, the Lions were on the forecheck, and Ethan Zielke would dig the puck out and find Mercier flying down the center of the zone, where he again beat Scarfoni, putting the Lions up 1 at the break. Lindenwood would extend the lead minutes into the second period when David Gagnon put a shot on net that Scarfoni popped up for Alexander Lundman to swipe in, putting the Lions up 2. The goal was the first for Lundman as a Lion after transferring from Bemidji State. The Badgers would amp up the pressure from there and finally broke through in the third. Kyle Kukkonen and Morrissey with some quick passing to set up Rylan Mosley in the slot to pull Wisconsin back to within 1. But that was all the Badgers could muster, and the Lions were able to seal the victory with a late third period goal, breaking the hearts of Badger fans throughout Kohl Center. Wisconsin doubled up the Lions in shots, but solid goalkeeping allowed the team to play their style and find a way to win. The victory was the first for the Lions over Wisconsin and the first against a nationally ranked opponent. The two teams met again on Saturday with the Lions yet again holding a third period lead, but the Badgers found a way to equalize late and notched another tally in overtime to secure the series split. The Lions are back in action this weekend against Air Force. Following the road trip, head coach Bill Muckalt joined the Lions Den on the tower to talk about his team and the games against Wisconsin.
Yeah, I mean, for us, obviously a statement win Friday, but really important to bounce back and have a good showing on Saturday. I thought our guys responded. We got out to a 2-0 lead, ultimately losing 3-2 in overtime with about 17 seconds left. Probably just ran into a little bit of penalty trouble there on Saturday and took a lot of energy to kill those penalties off. And you're just not going to win many games when you take 8 penalties and you're in the box and kind of end up in that type of situation. So good teaching moment, good learning moment for our group to move forward, that we have to be more disciplined.
Muckalt has the Lions flying high, and they look to build off the early success in Colorado this weekend. Coming up, Lions alternate captain Aiden Yakimchuk sits down with our own Elizabeth Boaz.
Are you ready for college? I get it. It's a big decision. But I think Lindenwood University can make your choice a whole lot easier. Let's start with over $30 million in scholarships and grants to make college affordable, and over 30,000 alumni working near campus to make the job hunt easier. And because we're local, enjoy the perks of campus life and stay close to enjoy home cooking. So, what do you say? Ready to awaken that lion within?
Welcome back. Senior defenseman Aiden Yakimchuk has been with the Lindenwood men's ice hockey team for the last 4 years. Aiden got his start at Lindenwood on the ACHA D2 team in 2021, where they would go on to win the national championship. His hard work and leadership on and off the ice landed him the team captaincy in the team's first year at the Division I level, where he would play in all 30 games and would finish in the top 5 in block shots for the team that season. The following season, he would make a similar impact as a captain while recording the first and only hat trick in the program's Division I history in a victory over Stonehill College. Aiden has found success in his time at Lindenwood by using his 6'4", 200-pound frame to play physical defensive hockey, and has always been towards the top of the team in block shots and hits. Despite his efforts, though, the team wouldn't find as much success as they were hoping to last season, which led to the firing of the team's head coach. This year, Aiden is in a new role as first-year head coach Bill Muckalt named him one of the team's alternate captains heading into the 2024-25 season. Aiden and the team look to bounce back this year, and they've gotten off to a hot start after splitting a series against the 9th-ranked team in the country. Our very own Elizabeth Boaz is sitting down with him to talk about his collegiate hockey journey and the season ahead of him.
Hi, I'm here today with Aiden Yakimchuk, who is one of our defensive players for the Lindenwood men's Division I ice hockey team. Aiden, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Awesome. I'm doing good too. Thanks for asking. So my first question for you is going to be, what has it been like living in America the past 4 years?
I mean, I love it here. It's pretty similar to Canada in its own little way, but living on a university campus like this, it's pretty diverse. So it might not truly represent what America's like, but I love it here.
Okay, right on. And then this will be your 4th season playing for the Lions after transferring from Junior A ice hockey from your home province in Alberta, Canada. What made you choose to come to Missouri to play for the Lindenwood Lions?
There was just an opportunity to play NCAA D1 ice hockey, and I took it.
And what made you consider NCAA over other?
NCAA is a really, it's really good quality hockey, and it leaves a lot of opportunity for growth into professional hockey, and that's why I chose it.
Okay, cool. And then this will also be your 3rd of your 4 seasons playing for Lindenwood, being a leadership position. What does that mean to you?
It doesn't really change anything in how I play, but you kind of just guide all the younger guys and help them become the best that they can be, and help our team grow and become the best.
Okay, right on. And then, so for those of you who don't know, our men's ice hockey team was just in Wisconsin over the weekend, playing the number 9 ranked team in the nation. And our team beat the Wisconsin, is it Badgers?
Mm-hmm.
The first game 4-2, and they ended up tying the series in overtime nonetheless, which is impressive. Or the Badgers did in the second game. But it's impressive that it went into overtime. What was the energy in the locker room like after that game?
It was energy like no other. All the guys were hugging after the game, and it's an experience you cherish, and you just want to continue to have that, win those games in the future, and I think we'll be good doing that in the future.
Yeah, it's also great because it's the first game of the season. You have a lot of new players on the team. You have a new head coach. So I think that says a lot about where the program's going. What are your personal goals for this season?
I don't like having or taking into account points as personal goals, but I use time as a factor of getting better. Like, we have a shooting facility upstairs at the Centene, and I'll spend an hour every day there and try and get better, and that'll help me get better throughout the season.
Okay, and then in addition to that, what are the other things that you do off the ice to help you on the ice?
Again, the shooting facility upstairs, I can shoot some pucks with the guys and stick handle and do what I need to get better.
Okay, and then how do you avoid getting distracted during games?
It's pretty easy to not get distracted because it's right there. You love the game, and you just want to do your best up there.
Makes sense. And then what does your support system look like, especially considering that you're from Canada, so you're out of your home country?
Yeah, the boys make it pretty easy. They all support each other, and it's like a family. And obviously, I have my family back home, and they watch all my games, especially my 3 younger brothers, and they all support me as well.
That's cool. And then, as a biochemistry major, how do you balance hockey and school?
It's pretty tough. It's just always on the go, and you just got to get things done on time, or else you won't be able to catch up.
That makes sense. And then, is there a story behind your jersey number?
My dad wore the number 5, and that's kind of why I wear it today.
Okay, cool. And he played hockey?
Yeah.
Okay, right on. Well, I think that wraps it up for my questions. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll be back after a break.
What's it like to be a student athlete in the OVC? We rise to challenges and challenge others to rise with us. We show respect. We lead by example. In the OVC, we become champions on and off the field. That's OVC Sports, and you've got to OVC it.
Welcome back to the Row Report.
We'll now look ahead to all of the Lindenwood Athletics action coming up over the next week. Lindenwood football will take on Gardner-Webb this Saturday in North Carolina. The Lions are 3-4 this season and are 2-1 in the conference. They look to take on the 1-5 Runnin' Bulldogs. The Lions are coming off a big conference win against Charleston Southern and look to continue their good form. The key players to keep an eye on this weekend are wide receiver Jeff Caldwell and running back Cortez Jones. Last week, Caldwell had 2 catches for 52 yards and Jones scored 2 touchdowns. The Lions are currently ranked 4th in the OVC while the Runnin' Bulldogs are in 7th. The Lions men's hockey team travels to Colorado Springs to face the Air Force Falcons. The Falcons are 1-3 to start the year, coming off of 2 big losses in the Icebreaker tournament to number 5 Minnesota and number 14 UMass. The Lions look to build off the momentum they have built for themselves this previous weekend after a 4-2 win and a 3-2 overtime loss against number 9 Wisconsin. The teams are 2-2 against each other in college hockey history, with both series being a 1-1 split. The Lions will look to continue their turnaround season with puck drop at 7:05 on Friday at the Air Force Academy.
The Lions women's soccer team has an upcoming OVC matchup when they'll host the Little Rock Trojans on Sunday. The Lions look to continue their 6-game unbeaten streak to close out as a season. They are 2-0 so far. The Trojans in previous matchups. In the most recent matchup, the Lions defeated the Trojans 2-1 in Little Rock, Arkansas, while the year prior the Lions won 1-0 here at Hunter Stadium. Kickoff for this one will be at 1 p.m., so come out and support the Lions as they look for their 3rd straight win against the Trojans. The Lions women's volleyball team are at the top of the OVC conference with a record of 6-1 within a conference and are on a 3-game winning streak. UT Martin will come into the series with a conference record of 1-4 and have lost the last 2 matchups. The Lions look to stay hot after dominating Tennessee Tech in a huge 3-set sweep against the former top team in the conference. Senior Nia Wilson and multi-time OVC freshman of the week Autumn Bax are key players to watch in this upcoming series. Thank you for tuning in this week to the Row Report.
Have a great day, and we hope to see you out there supporting our Lions. See you next time.